Well, this presentation is directed to the concerned adults and the youth both, for the simple reason the adults either direct or misdirect the youth. And close to 90% of people become smokers before the age of 19. Hence, this is directed towards them. Because of this studies and surveys, laws in many countries have changed and advertising for cigarettes have been banned. Guess what? Till the study came, who was sponsoring some of the world's greatest sporting events? Cigarette companies, because they knew exactly the age group of people, they knew the impressionable age people, they knew who were vulnerable. And they got people hooked right at early ages, and they continued going into the future. Are you aware that every 2 seconds, one child in India tries tobacco for the first time? According to a study, about 50% of teenagers think it is cool to smoke. It makes you look attractive. Children and youngsters are vulnerable because they are impressionable. Television influences them. Role models influence them either in a positive manner or a negative manner. What they see on the screen, they want to emulate them. Hence, when they see an actor or celebrity smoking, people take on it. They think it is cool. They think it is macho, not realizing that the celebrity is behaving irresponsibly. Parents tell by words not to smoke, but by lighting up 20 times a day, actually, they tell their kids, go ahead, keep smoking. Folks, actions speak louder than words. And by the way, smoking is the first step to drugs. Drugs come next. Many times, peer pressure is a major cause. They want to be accepted. They want to conform within the group. Therefore, knowing fully well that what they're doing is wrong, they still go along to get along. Why? Because the group gives them identity. If the group doesn't accept them, they don't have any identity of their own. They lack that confidence, the self-esteem. Folks, the most important thing is many times peer pressure comes in the form of friendship. And they say, aren't you my friend? Why don't you take one? What wrong will it do? Folks, the biggest thing is good friends in life never want to see their friends hurt, do they? And let me ask you, once a person gets you started hooked up on something wrong today, tomorrow when you are in trouble, where will they be? Will they take care of your medical bills? Will they take care of your families? Even if they do, will they get you good health back anyway? Folks, keep in mind, good friends never want to see their friends hurt. Folks, smoking is not cool, it is cancer. And these old adages, they carry a lot of meaning. Prevention is a lot better than cure. And it is much better or easier not to start a bad habit than to start it once and then break it. Bad habits start with little strings and they turn into chains later in life, which are hard to break. Can you imagine? 1/3 of all cancer patients in the world are in India. And I'm not proud of it. You know why I'm not proud? Because a lot of it is preventable. And let me add some more. Tobacco worth 24,000 crores is sold annually. But guess what? The government has to spend 27,000 crores annually on healthcare services to offset the ill effects of tobacco. In these figures, we haven't even taken the indirect cost to the society. What about the families who lose a earning member? We haven't even counted that. And if we do, the numbers would be horrendous. Another alarming sign that has come in is the tobacco use amongst women in India. I don't know if this is women's lib or we are emulating the West. Folks, 1 million cancer cases come to light every year because of smoking and tobacco. Smoking causes 50% of TB related deaths every year in India. A smoker is 400 times likely to catch TB than a non smoker. If you need reasons to quit smoking, then I think this presentation has gotten to waste anyway. Biggest reason is that you want to live in good health, improve quality of life, and let me ask you, would you like to lose a family member, a loved one, because of smoking? And would you like your loved ones to lose you? Doesn't cigarette smoking amount to self abuse? If you respected yourself, would you abuse yourself? It is 500% a self esteem issue. Well, a smoker who smokes about 20 or 25 cigarettes a day is spending about 100 rupees every day, which is 3,000 rupees a month, close to 36,000 rupees a year. Can you imagine what you can do with that money? And if you do that day in, day out, year in, year out, and the compounding effect of that money turns into millions of rupees. If you're serious, if you love yourself, if you love life and a healthy life, if you love your loved ones, then stop smoking. And if you want to, then choose your friends carefully. Learn to have self-discipline. Build high self-esteem. Respect yourself. Don't abuse yourself. Learn to say no. Smoking is not cool. It is cancer. It is not worth it. Life is precious. Change your environment. Prepare yourself. Keep your goals in mind. Reduce the appeal to temptation. Folks, life is not a dress rehearsal. You don't get a second chance. Unlike the game of football where you can replace players, in the game of life, you cannot replace yourself. You got to play your own game. And remember, good habits are hard to come by, but they're easy to live with. And bad habits come easy, but they're hard to live with. And before we get the habits got us. Habits form characters. If you have positive habits, you are a positive character. And if you got negative habits, you are a negative character. Our character is nothing else but a sum total of our habits. Folks, if you are serious, you need to take a pledge and make a commitment to yourself. You know what? It's a moral commitment. It's not a legal commitment. Remember, every action and inaction has consequences. Write down a pledge that I am responsible for my behavior. I shall practice healthy habits. I'm a caring person. Everything and anything I do, I make sure it provides me good health. I commit to a healthy life for myself, my family, and society. I shall behave as a responsible person. I owe responsibility to myself, my family, and society.